That's subject to interpretation, but he says nationalization is against the American capitalist spirit, which thrives on competition. Why? Because profit motives go away and inevitable price control leads to stagnation. Todd, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of very heated reaction. I mean, if you could look back to, you had a very similar reaction against Biden's blocking of the merger in January. You had, Obama's chief economist calling it pathetic and craven cave to special interests that will make America less prosperous and safe. I mean, that's pretty heated rhetoric. But I think, again, it's sort of, if you take a little bit more of a sober look at this and sort of look at some of the international experience, you can see that even though there may be reasons to be concerned that Donald Trump is using policies like this, the policy on its own is not obviously out of line with international practice.
Okay, so Professor Buffone, on that point, let me turn back to you, because Latin America, and correct me if I'm wrong, there are similar examples of the use of the golden share there, yes?
Indeed, and in Latin America, it was introduced pretty often because these countries, like in the 90s, were struggling to pay back their debt, and so the IMF, the World Bank, intervened, extended loans to the government, and as part of these loans, they required these countries to privatize again telecommunication, electricity industry. So in this case, it was even an external lender asking them to privatize these companies. And understandably, the governments there also thought about introducing a golden share. But let me, if one takes a bird's eye view, and I think this could be useful to understand also the use of the golden share today, and what, as a U.S. citizen, I would ask. The golden share is in per se, it's just a policy instrument, and it is effective if it is part of a long-term strategy to intervene in a sector. A golden share alone won't change the destiny, if you want, of the steel industry in the US in one sense or in the other. But the moment the administration wants to introduce a golden share, the question is, what are the next steps? What do you want to do next? Because by introducing the golden share, you are saying this industry matter. So then what is the long-term plan for the steel industry in the US?
That is a critical question, and I appreciate you asking it, because I agree. I think it's the right question. But I'm going back to what Todd said earlier in the show, and I think he was spot on. With the Trump administration, and specifically with the language of this golden share being written around Donald